Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I want to share with you guys my concealed carry self-defense training philosophy, okay? What I focus on when I train people, okay? Now this is going beyond the standard safely handling the gun, right? It's gun handling safety, right? It goes, that's like kind of like step one. Step two is basically being able to hit the targets accurately. Okay, step three is usually being able to draw from a holster safely and then reholster. Okay, so those are like the beginner stuff. Okay, that's the beginner stuff. A lot of people never even get any formal training on stuff like that, like safely holstering and unholstering. But once we get past that, then we get into 360-degree shooting in an unknown environment. Okay, and the unknown environment is really important because it basically it gets into problem solving. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you guys, if you guys have never shot a gun before, that's fine. You can still do this. It's just that I'm going to first have to teach you how to safely handle the gun. And then I'll teach you how to actually target shoot, hit the targets that I want you shooting, right? And you can actually hit those targets, okay? And then after that, I teach you how to holster, unholster, and do all that good stuff. Then we get into moving, right? Moving and shooting, okay? So again, that's some of the basics. Most people are not going to be proficient in a lot of that stuff. Even if you're a gun owner and you've been shooting guns for many years, yeah, maybe you're good at the target shooting, but you probably never done any shooting while moving. Okay, you probably never done that. So that's stuff that I first have to, basically I got to teach you how to do that stuff in more or less a two-dimensional setup. But as soon as I see you're able to do that, and a lot of times I am able to get people to that level within the first training session, in which case, great. Now I move you to the next level, which is being able to shoot in a 360-degree range in an unknown environment. Okay, and the unknown environment part here is really important because in the real world, okay, you are almost never going to have all the information. Okay, in the real world, you're not going to know exactly, is that the threat? Is it not the threat? Is that maybe another concealed carrier? Is that undercover cop? You're not going to know the answers, right? You're going to be dealing with the unknown. Is it coming from this way? Is it coming from that way? If somebody's yelling out directions, right? Move, get out, whatever. Which way? Do I go out that way? Do I go out that way? Which is the safe direction to go in? So that's a real world scenario, okay? That's something that people never actually get to practice on the range. First of all, there's not too many ranges around the country not too many instructors for that matter around the country that can offer you that type of training, okay? And the reason is this is something that needs to be done kind of one-on-one, okay? So this is not something that, and because it has to be done one-on-one, for a lot of clubs, it's just not very profitable, okay? They would rather have like whatever, 20 or 30 people on the range at a time, all on a line, all shooting at one time in one direction. Hey, they got whatever, 20 people, making money off of 20 people at once, as opposed to, if you got, let's say, an instructor like me that's dealing with one person at a time, obviously, I'm going to make less money off of one person versus 20 people. So that's the reason why this type of training is just simply not available. Okay, so this is something that you have to really, you have to kind of find somebody like me that can do it with you. Okay, so as I was starting to say, in a real world type of situation, you're almost never going to know all the information. Okay, so when I train people, okay, first we make sure that you know how to safely handle the gun, that you can actually hit the targets. Okay, and if you don't know those things, don't worry, I'm going to teach you. If you don't have equipment, if you don't have guns, don't worry, I provide you with guns, provide you with ammo. It's already in the price. So this is something that like a brand new person can do who's never shot before. Although, like I said, I got to work you through the steps, right? First, I got to teach you the gun safety. Then I got to teach you how to, target shoot. Then I got to teach you how to, draw a holster and shoot. Then I got to teach you how to shoot while moving. Okay, and then move you slowly up. So eventually I'll get you into a three-dimensional range. Okay? In many cases, especially if you've shot before, I can do it in the first session. and we can work from there. It normally it's going to take a couple of sessions before you get good at this kind of thing. But the question that we're going to consider here is, what are you getting good at? What am I teaching you to get good at? Because now, in the early phases, right, I'm teaching you how to handle the guns and hit the targets, great. But that's not what you're coming to me for, right? You're not coming to me to teach you just plain target shooting. You want to be able to effectively use the gun safely in a self-defense type of situation. So what I'm teaching you is how to problem solve, okay? How to work through an unknown environment where all the information is not knowable, okay? And what I mean by not knowable is, you might be in an isolated situation where you simply don't know what's going on in the room next to you, or on the floor upstairs, or outside the building, okay? These are all unknowns that you have to work through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a video where I'm training somebody, okay? And the first thing that you're going to see is that there are communication issues, okay? So one of the things that you have to learn is how to communicate. Now, what I don't do, right, because I don't sit there and say, hey, these are the specific commands I'm going to be giving you. I don't do that in advance, where I tell you, like, okay, this is the code, right? I'm going to give you this, you do that. If I say this, you do that. I talk to you pretty plainly, right? In the way that other people would be talking to you in the real world in that type of situation. And the chances are that you're probably not going to understand everything I'm telling you, okay? So you have to find out from me what I want you to do, okay? All of this, of course, while keeping the gun in a safe direction, okay? And staying behind cover, okay? And a lot of times, hey, you might have two threats, a target there and a target there. Well, if you're, if I got like one target there and one target there, if I take cover behind this tree, well, I might be defended against that target, but that target over there I'm exposed to. So again, this is a real world type of situation. Which is the threat, the one over there or the one over there, and exactly how do I position myself? This is something that you got to figure out, with the person that's giving you instructions. So what this is teaching you, what you're training yourself to do, is how to get the information that you need, how to communicate back and forth with the other people around you, which is not as easy as you think, especially in a highly intense type of situation. First of all, when the gunshots go off, a lot of people get auditory exclusion, right? Where first of all, you're probably not going to have earmuffs, so you're not going to be able to hear very well, okay? Now, when we're training, you've got earmuffs on, but again, now we don't use the electronic ones specifically for the purpose as I do want a little bit, I do want the sound muffled just a little bit. You can still hear me, but you have to work a little bit harder to hear me, okay? So again, this all adds to the realism, okay, of you trying to learn and figure out what you're supposed to be doing. Now, the other thing is, as you're moving, the ground is very uneven here, okay, which means you, aside from looking for the targets, you also got to be paying attention to the ground so that you don't trip and fall. And tripping and falling is a real possibility in this type of environment, okay? So because you're now paying attention to the ground that you're walking on, and you're trying to, stay behind cover, your brain is trying to process a lot of things at one time. So again, this is realistic training, where which is the reason why you're not going to be as accurate, okay, as you might normally be at a regular two-dimensional range. Okay, a lot of people, it's very common for me to hear from people, hey, I'm normally a lot better than this, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I know what's going on, okay? Your brain is now being distracted by a lot of things. That's the reason why you're not as good as you normally are. Now, the other thing is, normally when I run people through the tactical courses, I always start off with an AR rifle, okay? And a lot of times people will say, hey, why are we using an AR rifle when in the real world I would be carrying a pistol? Number one, there's that accuracy issue. Remember, I'm not in the tactical part of the training. We're not so much concerned with your ability to shoot your pistol. We're working on we're isolating your ability to problem solve and communicate. Okay, so we're going to use the rifle initially because number one, you'll be able to hit the targets a lot easier, and number two, it's a safety because it's a safety concern for me who am right next to you. And remember, we're not just shooting in one direction, we're shooting in all directions, okay? So because we're shooting in all directions, I need to be able to see where that barrel is pointed, and if it starts swinging in an unsafe direction, I can stop the long barrel a lot easier than I can stop the short barrel of a pistol, which can very quickly, until I build up confidence in you, right? And when I start to feel comfortable and confident that you can move through a tactical course and keep the gun pointed where it's supposed to be pointed, eventually we're going to go through with the pistol as well. But initially, we're going to start off with the rifle. And again, if you don't have a rifle, I provide all the equipment, so you don't have to show up with anything. I give you everything that you need. But that's the realistic aspect of self-defense training. Your ability to think in an uncontrolled, unknown environment where the information is not just unknown to you, but unknowable, right? It's not possible for you to know all the information because you can't get inside of somebody else's head and know what they're going to be doing. Okay, so that's realistic training. Now, one last thing, because I'm gonna show you guys a video demonstration so you guys get an idea. Now, the person in this video is actually a very competent shooter. Okay, prior to doing this, I had him shooting, just on a two-dimensional range, just shooting at a stationary target, and the guy was like acing it. He was getting like 95% hits, at 7 to 10 yards. He was acing it, right? On a man-sized target, he was getting like 95+% hits. And that was with a pistol, okay? Then all of a sudden, I take him in a tactical environment with lots of unknowns, with uneven ground, where now we're adding elements of learning how to communicate with each other, right? And again, the communication is something that's kind of like figured out and learned in the process, because it doesn't make sense for me to teach you how I want you to communicate with me, because in the real world, I'm not going to be there. You're going to be communicating with other people, so you have to figure out on the spot how to communicate with those other people. That's why I let you figure out the communication process on your own, right? Because that's what you would actually be doing in the real world. Okay. So in this video that I'm going to post, this guy's actually a very competent shooter, but with a pistol, and then with the rifle, he would normally he'd be acing a man-sized target. He could shoot it. He could shoot it standing from 100 yards. Okay. But as soon as I put him in an unknown environment, he's not shooting that great. He's not doing bad, but he's not shooting that great. Other thing that I want to tell you guys before I play the video is that you gotta, if you're going to be concealed carrying especially in Democrat-run states and cities, you have to have a prepaid lawyer, okay? And the reason is, if you ever get yourself into a self-defense type of situation, basically, you're a political enemy. They're going to treat you as such, okay? It doesn't matter that the other person did 100 things wrong and they're going to be going to jail. They've already got him, but they don't just want the other person going to jail. They want you as well, okay? If there's anything that you do wrong, they're going to nail you to the wall for it. At the very least, they're going to use it as an excuse to take away your carry permit, which is the reason why you don't talk to the police. Okay, in a self-defense situation, the first thing that you are concerned with is getting the gun back in the holster. Okay, because you don't want people seeing you holding a gun, whether it's police or other concealed carriers. You don't want to see people holding you a gun. I've done other videos on that. Get the gun back into the holster as quickly as possible. Cover it up. Second thing you want to concern yourself with. You want to preserve the evidence, okay? Where's his gun? Where's his knife? Make sure that's not moved. If it is moved, make sure that you're able to make an accurate report to the police, okay? So you're going to concern yourself with preserving the evidence. If possible, you want to get on the phone with 911. Let them know that you're the victim, right? That you were defending yourself. Identify yourself, what you're wearing. So you want them to be aware that you're the victim. And when the police arrive on the scene, you're going to make them aware that you're the victim. There's the evidence. Those are the witnesses, right? Make them aware of who the witnesses are, right? Now, what you don't want to do is don't start giving any detail to the police, okay? Because you're going to make mistakes. You're going to get things in the wrong order. They're going to start asking you questions in all sorts of weird ways that is just going to trip you up. And later on, you're going to end up you're going to end up making conflicting statements. And at some point, they're going to say, well, you told us this a few days ago, you're not telling us this. Well, were you lying to us then, or are you lying to us now? Okay, so you're never gonna make, don't make detailed statements to the police other than, I was defending myself, there's the evidence, those are the witnesses, and I need to talk to my lawyer. Okay, have a prepaid lawyer, let the lawyer do the talking for you. The one that I use is US Law Shield. Okay, I've had them for about 10 years. Okay, and I got a promo code for you guys to get you some type of a discount. Okay, there's the website. You got to sign in through the website in order to use the promo code and get the discount. The promo code is Pocono Shooting. Okay, and there's the phone number if you got any questions. It's pretty cheap. It's something like $40 up front, and then I think it's something like $11 a month. So, so definitely recommend if you're going to be concealed carrying, especially in a state and city that's run by Democrats, New York, New Jersey, Maryland. Plus, most of the states at this point are run by Democrats. Even Pennsylvania, right? Even Pennsylvania, which we think of as a gun-friendly state, well, it's run by Democrats, okay? And if you use a gun in self-defense, if you make any mistake, they're gonna try and make an example out of you, okay? So, check out this video and let me know in the comments what you guys think. Talk to you all soon. Okay, use the trees for cover. Move, advance to the next tree. And which way? That way. Forward, yeah. Get to that tree right there. Yeah, right there. Go. Quickly. Get behind the tree. All right, good. Right, move up to the next tree. Right there's good. Move to the tree to the left. Go left. Go to the next tree right there. Good. Take that cover. You see the two stop signs over there? To the right. Two white stop signs. Over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shoot those two stop signs. Right? Get the dot on the target. Take your safety off and take 2 well-aimed shots.
And 2 at each.
Yeah, 2 on each. Don't. Good. Give me 1 shot on each, because otherwise we're going to run out of ammo. Where you're shooting. Keep the dot steady. Okay, stop. He's running away. Move left. Keep going. Get to the next tree. Move left. Red target in front of you. Shoot it. Good. Get behind the berm. Move up. Advance to the berm. Shoot the red target in front of you. In front of you, to the right. There you go, right there. Shoot it. Use the berm for cover. Good. Good. Safety on. Move left. Left. Okay. Okay. Move. Get behind that other tree. Move to the advance to the next tree. All right. Now you're crossing a road here. Okay. You want to cross the road quickly. All right, because you're out in the open. Okay. Good. Advance. Run across. Target on the right. Target on the right. Shoot it. Good. Move. Advance. Hug the wall. Okay. As the targets become, as you see the targets on the left, shoot them. Go around slowly. You see the white target? Don't shoot the post. Move if you need to. Good. Good. Move. Advance. And engage when you see the target. Make sure your dot's on the target before you shoot. Good. Good. Move up. Target in the back. Right, get back behind cover and do your mag change. Okay, go back and shoot that target. Get the dot on the target and then take your safety off. Good. Give me another shot. Good. Safety on, advance. Target on the right, shoot it. Good. Move up. Advance it. When you see the target, shoot them. Go ahead. Use the barrel for cover. Good. Advance. Point the gun down, turn around, wait until I get behind you, engage behind you. Move, turn around. Wait until I get behind you. Move, advance, engage in front of you. Keep the dot on the target. Good. Excellent. Move forward. You're going to see a target on the left hiding in the snow. It's a white target. Go slowly around that corner. Come out. No. He killed you. You didn't see him. Look to the left. There's the target.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're dead already, man. Too late. Turn around. Don't point the gun at me. Engage and move forward. Keep moving forward and shooting. Go ahead. Keep shooting. Keep shooting. Shoot, 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 shoot. Left, left. Shoot the targets to the left. Yeah, all right, good shooting. Keep the gun pointed down. Open the gun. Check it. Make sure it's clear. Did you like that?
Awesome, man. That's great.
Well done, bro.
Love it.